On July 24th, the LFA touches down in La Crosse, Wisconsin, when rising contenders will look to make a statement. 9-1 bantamweight standout Maxim Lee aims to find another brutal finish in his first LFA main event. Also on the card, Keegan Geinrich prepares for battle, plus see the return of undefeated sensation James Martin.
What is up, LFA Nation? Welcome to the Legacy Fighting Alliance number 237 preliminary bouts on Spectation Sports. We are coming to you live from the banks of the Mississippi and La Crosse, Wisconsin. Ron Kruk, thrilled to be joined once again by the UFC Hall of Famer and recently retired Cub Swanson. My man, welcome back to the broadcast booth. It's great to have you.
I'm excited to be here. You know, it's been a little while since I've done this, but now that I'm retired, I'm happy to be next to you and calling these fights.
Man, I can't wait. The next chapter begins tonight, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And what a victory he had. Can't wait to talk more about that tonight. You saw the preview coming in. Tonight, Cub, on Vice TV, we have an international showdown between two top prospects. Maxim Lee, 9-1 from Brazil, taking on Carlos Tardio from Bolivia. He comes in with a very impressive 12-2 record. Either of these men who could win tonight take that step closer to getting an elusive title shot.
Yeah, and both of these guys have a great story, and they're big prospects. One kid coming from Bolivia, the other one coming from Brazil. Both have very exciting styles, and just them matching up right now to be a title eliminator just makes so much sense. And they have the same kind of style, so I'd like to see who does it better.
Can't wait. That will be the LFA 237 main event. But first, we are delivering to you 3 preliminary bouts, and there they are. We will kick things off with a featherweight matchup, originally from Guatemala, but now fighting out of Arcadia, Wisconsin. Felipe Martinez takes on Minnesota product Dylan Smerillo. Then the Shank, Oscar Jurado Sanchez hunts for another KO victory when he tangles with the Hawaiian hitman Aupuni Pagoa. And the LFA 237 prelims on Spectation Sports will conclude with a female strawweight battle when Wisconsin's Jaida Harshman throws down with the dangerous Cara Greenwell from Oklahoma. Let's kick things off and get the numbers and the tail of the tape, powered by Joya Fight Gear. Felipe Martinez is 34 years old and Dylan Smerillo 7 years younger. Smerillo is 3 inches taller, but Martinez is slightly longer in the reach. Martinez came in heavy, and he will give Smerillo a percentage of his paycheck. Now, to kick off the LFA 237 preliminary bouts on Spectation Sports, here's the voice of the LFA Octagon, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live around the world for continuing preliminary action here at LFA 237, Lee versus Tardio. And now we are set to go for 3 5-minute rounds in an LFA catchweight bout at 150 pounds, brought to you tonight by Joya Gear, the official glove of the LFA. Order your combat gear at joyagear.com. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This brawler stands 5'8", weighed in 149.4 pounds. He holds a 4-4 professional record, with 1 win coming by way of knockout and 3 wins coming by submission. Representing a Minnesota top team, fighting out of Bloomington, Minnesota, Dylan Smerillo. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a boxer and wrestling style fighter standing 5'6", weighed in 151.6 pounds. He holds a 6-5 professional record, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout, 2 by way of submission. Representing Common House MMA, fighting out of Arcadia, Wisconsin, by way of Guatemala City, Guatemala, Felipe, the Mayan Jaguar Martinez. Your referee, Chris Cleveter.
We went over the rules backstage. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you'd like to touch gloves, do so now. Go to your corners and come out ready to fight.
Referee Chris Cleveter getting us ready for our first matchup here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Cub Swanson, the first time the Octagon has touched down here in the great state of Wisconsin. And this place is rocking. We got some MMA fans in the house tonight.
Yeah, what do you think the lacrosse name? This is like literally where they discovered the game of lacrosse. That's kind of wild.
We got to hit up our producer, Jamie McClintock, who the lacrosse expert for sure. Felipe Martinez with the red tape and the white trunks. Dylan Smerillo, blue tape and black. And what a shot from Martinez as he backs up Smerillo. Smerillo looking to attack that neck. And Martinez locking up the body.
Yeah, if somebody lands a knee on you, you definitely don't want to let them land 3 in a row. You got to, after the first one, you got to make an adjustment, and he quickly rushed them to the cage. So I like that game plan. You know that, and that's a typical move right there. You need the body. The guy leans over, you wrap his head up. I got my neck taken a couple times like that.
I'm sure you did, man, but you usually got out of those submission attempts. Smerillo, 3 victories by way of submission. Purple belt in BJJ. Flip side, Felipe Martinez, 3 knockout wins and 2 victories via submission. Also has a decision. It's revenge time. Over 2 years since suffering a loss to Felipe Martinez. Dylan Smerillo looking to avenge that defeat. He lost to Felipe Martinez via rear naked choke. Oh, big knee. Couple of them again, Cub, from Smerillo.
And it's so cool when you see a rematch. You know, you faced each other earlier in your career, and I think it's really big to get that fight back, or to be able to beat somebody twice in a row and say, look, it wasn't a mistake.
Absolutely.
I was the better man then and now.
Level change from Martinez, looking for the single leg takedown. Smerillo was defending it until he wasn't. On his back now, an opportunity with 3 minutes to go for Felipe Martinez.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd be looking to wear him down right now. It's plenty of time on the clock. You got to think, hey, if I wear him out right now, he's not going to be so good when we get back standing. He's in half guard. He's in half guard right now. He should be looking to start making some damage. He's definitely securing him. Now you got to start doing some damage. You don't want him to get up and think, man, I didn't do anything while I had him down there. Uh-oh.
Inside the guard of Smerillo. And hard to see from that angle, but he got it!
That was quick.
Just like that! Dylan Smerillo gets revenge on Felipe Martinez after losing to him 2 years ago and scores his first victory inside the LFA Octagon, his 4th career submission. It was hard to see from that angle, Cub, but it looked tight, and Smerillo able to get it done and get his revenge.
He locked in the triangle, he hit the angle to make it tighter. He finished it really quick, and he jumped up and threw his mouthpiece, you know. I don't know what that mouthpiece did to him, but he wanted it out of his mouth.
Big win for the 27-year-old fighting out of Bloomington, Minnesota, representing Minnesota top team. That's his 5th career win. That's his 5th first-round finish, too, Cub.
Wow.
As we take a look at the highlights, and
yeah, you could see he's trying to get the guard, and he goes right to a triangle, and that was smart. You could see it not locked in, but then he adjusts, he turns the corner, hits the angle. That way the shoulder's no longer in there, and he gets the tap really quick. You could tell that he does that all the time in the gym. That was too comfortable for him.
And you can see the frustration from Felipe Martinez. Just got caught. Beautiful view there of the triangle and the tap. Now let's get the official time of the first round finish inside to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Chris Cleveter called to stop this fight. 2 minutes, 39 seconds of the very first round. By your winner, by tap out due to triangle choke, Dylan Smerillo.
Dylan Smerillo gets his revenge on Felipe Martinez. Did you ever you got a couple of revenge on guys, didn't you, back in the day?
My very first fight, I fought Shannon Gugerty. He was a protege under Dean Lister.
Oh, yeah.
He beat me in 30 seconds. Then I ended up rematching him after 5 fights, and then I got him back. And we're still friends to this day.
Oh, that's
got
awesome.
a successful gym in San Diego, and he actually made it to the UFC. He fought Clay Guida.
Right.
And so, yeah. I had that one, and then Frankie Edgar actually got me twice. Those are my only 2 rematches.
Awesome stuff. I can't wait to continue to call fights here with the great UFC Hall of Famer Cub Swanson. Tonight, international prospects throw down with a future title shot hanging in the balance. Here's a preview of what to come on Vice TV.
The Mississippi River never stops moving, and neither does the fight game. Tonight, the LFA arrives in La Crosse, Wisconsin, a place that understands hard work and rewards those willing to earn their opportunity. In the main event, Brazil's Maxim Lee brings his aggressive finishing style to the banks of the Mississippi as he clashes with Bolivia's Carlos Tardio, a seasoned veteran chasing the biggest win of his career. And throughout the card, returning LFA veterans, undefeated prospects, and some of Wisconsin's top homegrown talent look to make their mark. From La Crosse, Wisconsin, LFA 237, live on Vice TV.
That is the main event coming up on Vice TV as we check out the LFA 237 fight odds powered by DimeBet. DimeBet, the official betting partner and online casino to the LFA. Current odds in that main event, Cub Swanson. See that Maxim Lee comes in at a -270 favorite. The comeback on Carlos Tardio +187. We have some pretty close and even odds here for these matchups tonight, except in that heavyweight matchup. Isaiah Gomez, the biggest favorite on the card at -1,000, puts his 3-0 record on the line against another undefeated fighter in Luther Egerson III. The comeback on him is +490, Cub.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting fight. Excited about that one. These odds are pretty good. Not too many big ones, just the last heavyweight fight, but when it's heavyweights, that could be an upset at any time.
Without a doubt. What fight do you think could be the show stealer tonight?
You know, honestly, I think the Hayes Trapanier, that's underrated because Trapanier did take the fight on short notice.
Yeah, 2 days.
He's game. And then obviously I think the co-main is just going to be, you know, if Mendez shows up, which I think he is, and he's got a great record. I think if he shows up, it's gonna be a scrap and a good grappling match, a fun grappling match.
That is gonna be a big matchup as the former LFA lightweight champion, Keegan Genrich, returns to the 155-pound division as he starts his journey back to capture an LFA gold, coming in at a -370 favorite. And the underdog Mendez is +245. Scan the QR code on the screen for the latest odds from DimeBet. DimeBet, the official betting partner and online casino to the LFA. We will move on here on Spectation Sports. LFA, a flyweight division matchup coming up next. We got some a couple of LFA veterans looking to get back in the win column. So we check out the tail of the tape powered by OnlyFans. Both athletes, Aupuni Pagoa and Oscar Gerardo Sanchez, are 28 years old. Sanchez is the taller fighter by 3 inches, and he will enjoy almost a 4-inch reach advantage. Both men made the contracted weight for this LFA flyweight tilt. Once again, inside to Mike Kendall.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA flyweight division, brought to you tonight by OnlyFans, where creators earn. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, This mixed martial artist stands 5'6", weight in 125.8 pounds. He holds a 5-4 professional record with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Extreme Couture, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Kaneohe, Hawaii, Aupuni, the Hawaiian Hitman, Pagoa. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a kickboxer and wrestling style fighter standing 5'9", weight in 124.8 pounds. He holds a 5-2 professional record with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Intercept MMA, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Oscar the Shank Jurado Sanchez. Your referee, Chris Klebeter.
All right, fighters, we know the rules backstage. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If you'd like to touch gloves, do so now. Go back to your corners and come out ready to fight.
Aupuni Pagoa making his 9th LFA appearance, but first in over 16 months. And don't blink, because Oscar Gerardo Sanchez scored a 15-second knockout of the year performance in April. And right away, it's Pagoa who drops Sanchez.
They're swinging right away. I love it.
Pagoa, 5 career knockouts. And Sanchez, he's got 4 wins via knockout as well. No feeling out period here, Cub.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see when you're seeing 125ers, you know. You want to see them, they got the cardio, let's get it. And especially with a Latin fighter and a Hawaiian, that,
oh man, yeah,
they're usually ready to throw down.
Pagoa coming in wildly, just misses with that uppercut. Sanchez looking for the takedown. Body shots being ripped by Pagoa.
Yeah, Pagoa's landing really good. He needs to make sure that they're landing, because if he keeps throwing this heat and misses, he's going to get tired quick.
And Sanchez attacking the lead calf of Pagoa. Pagoa continues to be the aggressor here early on, just past the 4-minute mark of the opening round.
I think it would be smart if Sanchez were to get off the cage, because right now he's limiting himself by keeping his back to the cage. And that hasn't been working out well for him so far. For maybe circle away, try something different.
Wow, what a combination from Pagoa. He's letting those hands fly.
And Sanchez is rolling those punches, so he's not taking them like too hard, or you'd see his face all bruised up already. But still, the judges don't see when you're rolling punches. They count that as a strike landed. So it does help in your favor, but on the scorecards, it looks like you're losing.
Follow the LFA on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting. Go Sanchez against the cage wall, and now Sanchez reverses.
And so a lot of times in the clinch, we're resting. You know, we're trying to take little shots here and there, but we're saving up energy for something explosive to come. So right now you see Pagoa's setting up for a takedown, and Sanchez is just kind of relaxed. He's trying to land a shot and relax, so that way when they break, he feels like he has the advantage to get going right away. So this is a very technical part of the game that people can kind of get bored with, but it really is a lot going on.
And getting dirty in the clinch here. Pagoa again ripping some body shots. Big night for Aupuni Pagoa. A scramble here. He's lost 2 in a row. Looking to get back in the win column. Sanchez gets up on his feet.
And seeing those foot stomps are always great right here, because right now Sanchez has established himself in a good position, like you're not going to take me down. So what you do is you stomp on his toes or you kick his calf.
Old school, man.
Yeah, and you make him, what you're trying to do is he's not going to get a TKO, but he's going to move. And when he moves, now you have the advantage.
Watching his way in. Pagoa now a nice body shot from Sanchez. Oh, both fighters throwing punches and bunches. Oh, big shot from Pagoa. Little blood now from the nose of Sanchez. Combination lands from Pagoa.
I'm loving the boxing by both of these guys. They're throwing to the head, to the body, showing like great boxing, like inside presence, and that's amazing. I'd like to see it stay there, but it's MMA, it goes everywhere.
Nasty elbows being delivered from Sanchez. Pagoa says, I've had enough of that. We reset on the Monster Energy logo. Kick to the ribs delivered by Sanchez.
Yeah, and those front kicks, man, those have really come a long way. We used to do only Muay Thai in our sport, and that you do the push kicks, but this is a karate move. The little snap kick to the gut, and man, it's worse than a body shot with a hand body shot. It knocks the wind out of you, makes it hard to breathe.
I will take the UFC Hall of Famer's word for it. We're coming up on 30 seconds here in the opening round. LFA flyweight division action. Aupuni, Pagoa, Oscar Jurado, Sanchez. Putting on a show here in Wisconsin. Both land stinging jabs, and Pagoa punches his way in. Sanchez has been getting real close with those elbows when Pagoa has closed the distance, Cub.
Yeah, I really do like his composure. I wish he would be a little bit quicker to answer back, but his composure might end up helping him in these second and third rounds.
Wow, furious pace between these two flyweights. Aupuni Pagoa training at Extreme Couture. Kai Kamaka in his corner, and Sanchez, part of the Intercept MMA team. Originally from Mexico City, now fighting out of Chicago, Illinois. The Shake. Oscar Jurado, Sanchez. Let's check out the action. There was a lot of it, Cub.
That first punch, so that's what's so hard to deal with, is your brain isn't ready to start fighting yet. You need to take a shot, and you don't want the very first one to hit you that hard, because it'll sit you down a lot of times. Like I said, your brain isn't ready for it. But here he is, now they're banging. He's adjusted to he's into a fight. His body understands that now, and now they're going to war. They're trading. It's a beautiful fight. I'm glad it didn't end right away.
Moving on to the second round, and I think you made a real good point, Cub, about Sanchez. He ate a lot of shots. Pagoa landing some flush strikes, and Sanchez was able to shake it off, and doesn't look like a lot of damage to the face.
Yeah, I'm going to look for Pagoa to kind of slow down a bit this round and the next round if it goes that far. He definitely looks like he hits harder, but I think he uses everything he has too early. And that's going to win sometimes, but it's also going to bite you in the butt sometimes.
Understand, flying knee blocked by Pagoa. These two are a little bit of everything from the arsenal, and Sanchez punches his way in for a takedown, and he gets it.
Yeah, and usually when somebody wraps around your neck right away, you just need to tilt them to the side. So you take them down sideways, you don't land in their guard, because if you land in their guard, now you're putting yourself in the guillotine. So he did a good job by lifting them, turning them, and now he's already on his back. So this is a great position for him. He's probably going to do a couple hammer fists and look for elbows. You want to cut them or go for the choke.
Sanchez does not have a submission win on his record, coming in with a 5-2 record. And look at this, could he get his first? Pagoa trying to keep that chin down.
I think he's got it.
Sanchez got that RNC in real tight. Can Pagoa hang on?
He's got the body triangle. Oh, and now he's putting the hand all the way behind his head. This is pretty hard to beat right now. And he's got a lot of time to spare. He's not under the chin, but you could still finish him with it on the chin.
Pagoa hanging on, but now you can see grimacing.
Yeah.
How much longer can he take?
He's tapping.
Enter Sandman, walk-off submission win for Oscar Jurado Sanchez. The Shank earns his 6th career victory and improves to 6-2. First submission win, and look at that, had some damage. The blood, a cut under the eye, trickling blood, but Sanchez will take it. Had back-to-back wins coming into this matchup, both the knockouts. Now he's got a submission to add to his resume. improves to 2-1 inside the LFA octagon, and great sign of respect from Sanchez and Aupuni. Pagoa, who has now lost 3 in a row.
And that's so tough because Pagoa is a great fighter. You can obviously see how much skill he has, but sometimes when you lose and you lose again, it gets really hard to believe in yourself. And even if you come in there and you land some good stuff, it's like he's not going down. You start to beat yourself up. So I think this was a great decision from Sanchez to go for the takedown and change the fight. Like I said, it's good to change it up sometimes. The striking battle was a little bit too back and forth. So let's take it to the ground, and that's ultimately what won him the fight.
Sanchez does have a purple belt in BJJ, so you knew he was going to be dangerous if he could get it down on the ground, but he's also a kickboxer. Came in with 4 career knockouts. He gets his first submission win as a pro. Let's get the official time. We go inside to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Chris Cleveter, called to stop this fight. 1 minute, 44 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by tap out, interfere naked choke, Oscar the Shank Jurado Sanchez.
Well, it wasn't the 15-second knockout that he got back in April, but Sanchez gets another quick win. Improves to 6-2, and really, I think he puts the flyweight division on alert, Cub, improving to 6-2 and showing that he is a dual threat on the feet and on the ground.
Yeah, he's definitely a great prospect. He obviously has a couple losses early in his career, but it's okay. You can bounce back from that. You just need to learn from that and move forward. Obviously, he did tonight, and he just needs to keep building on that and make sure he's taking the right fight so that he can build his star power and get really comfortable in there.
Representing the Intercept MMA team, improves his record to 6-2.
Fights are going pretty quick so far tonight. I like it. Good energy in here.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stop at the LFA merchandise booth located in the lobby where you guys came in tonight. Commemorate tonight's event with a purchase, including the limited edition LFA 237 event shirts. They are going fast. You might want to go check it out before they're all gone. Also, scan all the QR codes on the screens tonight to get betting odds and to request songs played by our very own DJ Ready Rel on the 1s and 2s here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've hit that time. It is now the start of
Maxim Lee is bringing the heat from Brazil. Coming off a run on Dana White's Contender Series, he's made a habit of not needing the judges, with every win of his career ending in a finish. A 2-time Brazilian Sonda champion, Lee is making his 3rd appearance inside the LFA octagon, but this is his first time stepping in on American soil. Lee's climbing the bantamweight rankings fast, and he's not planning on stopping until he strikes gold.
Uma vitória amanhã can take the title shot for one of the best shows in the world, the LFA. I'm a problem for division. My style, I finish fights, that's it.
Standing across from him is Bolivia's Carlos Wonderboy Tardillo, and this guy does not believe in slow starts. 7 first-round finishes tell you everything about his fight plan. Get in and get it done. A karate black belt with a style that throws opponents off rhythm, and he's been sharpening that style, training alongside the killers at Team Alpha Male. Tonight, Tardillo gets his shot at the main event spotlight, and he's out to prove he is the one who belongs in title contention.
This win means a lot for me, for my country. So after this, I need the title shot or the big call. Let's be prepared because Bolivia is coming.
That is the LFA 237 main event coming up live at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, exclusively on Vice TV. And what a matchup we have with the former bantamweight champion Artem Balak relinquishing his belt to compete on The Ultimate Fighter Season 34. The winner of this matchup takes a step closer to a title fight, Cub. Well, looking to bounce back from his first loss as a pro on the Contender Series last September, Maxim Lee makes his third LFA appearance, looking, Cub, to begin a new win streak tonight.
Yeah, this kid's special. I hate to say it, but he's a freak of nature. 6'1", 135 pounds, and he does exactly what he needs to do to keep you at distance, where he can land his jab, he can land a kick, he likes to spin. And if you try to take him down, he's not that easy to take down. And then if you do go to the ground, he actually has some submissions. So he's a huge prospect. I think the UFC is going to be looking at him. And on the other side, we have Tardio. The kid is also special. He's from Bolivia, which is, you got the whole country backing you because there's not a lot of fighters from there. And it's not that he's not good. He is good. He's a karate guy. He's a black belt, right? He switches stances. He throws kicks. He keeps his hands down. He's fun to watch. So between these two, I think we have a hell of a fight coming up.
This was scheduled to be a bantamweight 135-pound matchup, but Carlos Tardio, for the second time in a row, Cup, missed weight, came in heavy, so now we have a catchweight main event of 140 pounds. Tardio's going to have to figure out how to cut weight.
Yeah, that's a big problem because the UFC's not going to tolerate that, and I don't think anybody should, because if you look at stylistically the way Maxim Lee lost his fight, he got wrestled. The guy had a great game plan, and he was a big 135er. I don't know if Carlos actually did this on purpose, but either way, you cannot do that. You have to be a professional, and he missed by quite a bit. So yeah, no one's going to take you seriously if you're not doing your part of it. I had 45 professional fights, and I never missed weight, not once. When I sign the dotted line, I'm giving my word that I'm going to do this. And sometimes fighters forget that part, and I think he needs a harsh lesson.
Absolutely, yeah, I love it. The UFC Hall of Famer Cub Swanson breaking it down. We're ready for our final LFA 237 preliminary bout here on Spectation Sports. Tail of the tape is powered by a dime bit. Jaida Harshman is only 22 years old, and Cara Greenwell is 5 years. Her elder, Greenwell, is an inch taller and will try and apply almost a 5-inch reach advantage. Once again, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA strawweight division, brought to you tonight by DimeBit.com, the official online sportsbook and casino of the LFA. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5'4", weighing in 115.8 pounds. She holds a 2-2 professional record, with 1 win coming by way of knockout and 1 by way of submission. Representing Thunder Muay Thai, fighting out of Tahlequah, Oklahoma, Cara Greenwell. Her opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a freestyle fighter, standing 5'3", weight in 115.6 pounds. She holds a 1-0 professional record, that win coming by way of knockout. Representing Ironworks Training Center, fighting out of Holland, Wisconsin, Jaida the Storm Harshman. Your referee in charge, Tom DeVellis.
Ladies, join me in the middle. We went over the rules in the back. Expect a clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. You'll obey my commands at all times. You want to touch gloves, do it now. Let's back to corners. Let's do this.
Jaida Harshman getting a big pop here from the Wisconsin crowd, coming off an impressive 37-second TKO win in her pro debut. On the other side, almost a year since suffering her first loss in the LFA octagon, Cara Greenwell heads into hostile territory, looking for a bounce, a back win. Ron Kruk and Cub Swanson with you. Our final fight here on Spectation Sports.
Yeah, Jaida looks like she's got a mean right hand, and she looks a little bit more aggressive so far. I think Cara's going to have to really kind of settle her down, get her to calm down, and fight the fight that she wants to fight. Because you don't want to get bullied around early in the fight.
No, and Jaida Harshman, the storm blew in. She got that 37-second TKO win in her pro debut. Cara Greenwell coming in with a 2-2 record, 1-1 here inside the LFA octagon. Oh, and just like that, what a shot. Harshman with the opportunity, Greenwell on her back.
She's taking her time, going to mount, lands an elbow. I think this is really smart because now she's in a dominant position.
Jaida Harshman raining down elbows, hammer fists. Greenwell trying to buck her off.
Maybe she's going to go to a triangle. There it is. This is a triangle I like to use. Hopefully she grabs the far arm. Everybody always grabs the near arm on this, see what she's taking the near arm, which actually makes it easier for the other one to escape.
Jaida Harshman, blue belt in BJJ.
And she's got it more towards a regular triangle now. She just needs to get that arm across her body so she can put all the weight on her neck. You basically are blocking both sides of the neck, the carotid arteries,
right.
and it stops the blood flow to the brain. Now she has the angle. She's fighting it good so far. She needs to posture up.
Just past the 3-minute mark, opening round, and an opportunity for Jaida Harshman. Cara Greenwell hanging on right now.
Yeah, she needs to make these adjustments and try to finish, you know, hit those elbows and try to finish, because if you stay in there too long, your legs could be dead. You know, you come out for the next round and you're like, man, I don't have any more bounce in my step.
Triangle.
I think she has it now.
Oh, wow.
Man, she is battling quite well.
Greenwell hanging on somehow. Harshman looking for that submission, tweaking the neck. Coming up on 2 minutes. Harshman, she's got a nasty streak in her.
She definitely does. Like I said, she keeps turning the angle, which is right, but she also needs to get her left arm across her body so she could cinch in both sides of the neck.
Greenwell just unable to escape from this position.
Yeah, if I was here, I would be landing more elbows, trying to get her to cover up, and that makes it easier to manipulate the arm.
Jaida Harshman training at Ironworks Training Center, representing Holland, Wisconsin. And Cara Greenwell gets back on her feet. Both ladies throwing some leather. Big victory there, though, Cub, for Cara Greenwell. It looked like she was in a lot of trouble, able to survive. Harshman catches the kick. Oh, and now it's Greenwell hammering the side of Jaida Harshman's face. Harshman back up. We'll see for how long. Nice knees from Greenwell to the ribs.
Yeah, Cara seems to be doing really good at the in-between stuff, but the very basics, Jaida's dominating, so she needs to make it ugly. You know, shoot a takedown and then give it up, come up with the knee. That's where she's having success, is all the in-betweens.
Both ladies throwing elbows, and we are back on the mat. Cara Greenwell on her back, and Jaida Harshman operating from half guard. Going a lot of elbows. Oh, look at this reverse. And now Cara Greenwell. Time running out here in the opening round. Says, I'm going to stand up and deliver. Oh, beautiful counter from Harshman as the horn sounds. What an entertaining first round between Harshman and Greenwell. LFA strawweight action, and the fans here in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and the La Crosse Center appreciate it. Jaida Harshman making her LFA debut, 4 fights for Greenwell.
And that's just a good overhand left. Greenwell didn't even see it coming. It's too early in the fight, and she saw it when it hit her, and then she went down immediately. And here's the triangle. This was really good by Jaida Harshman. She was really trying to finish this. She's making a couple mistakes, but it ended up getting back to their feet. And here we have Greenwell. Like I said, she's doing good at all the in-between stuff. A failed takedown attempt, she's landing some elbows, and she's making it dirty. I like it. So corner's giving good advice, trying to pump them up, saying we're in for a fight, let's get after it.
I like it. Little cut on the bridge of the nose of Cara Greenwell. Round number 2 underway. Greenwell with the blue tape and Harshman red tape and red shorts. Jaida Harshman coming off a round 1
punch.
TKO win in her pro debut. And now it's Greenwell ending up on top. She decides to stand up and reset. LFA 237 main card coming up on Vice TV at the top of the hour.
Yeah, Greenwell is trying to throw as many kicks as possible because she's just getting out punched when they're going toe-to-toe. And I think it's just because Harshman's punching power is a lot better.
Greenwell came into the LFA Octagon, very impressive win for Leslie Hernandez. Was defeated by Gabby Lacombe. Oh, I love it. The knee to the ribs from a Greenwell. Punching her way in, closing that distance.
They're in the thick of it. This is a fight.
And now some blood streaming from the nose of Harshman. Elbows from Greenwell.
Yeah, I think Greenwell's kind of slow and steady approach is doing her justice on the feet.
That was a big takedown from Jaida Harshman.
She's transitioning to the neck. Oh, wow.
Greenwell all over her. Harshman attacking that leg. Maybe a heel hook.
She's exposing her face, though.
Oh, big shots being rained down from Greenwell. That will put an end to a submission attempt. Nasty elbows coming down from Greenwell now. Mounts up. Big opportunity for Cara Greenwell. Continuing to rain down elbows. Gotta watch the back of the head. So we're coming up on the midway point of the second round.
She's doing a great job being very accurate with her strikes. She's a lot more composed on top. Almost reversal, she recovers.
What crazy transitions here in the second round. But Greenwell still in the dominant position. She has thrown a ton of elbows here in the second round as we have 2 minutes to go.
Oh, she's hurt. They hit her in the eye.
Jaida Harshman in some trouble. And Cara Greenwell continuing to pound away.
Yeah, Greenwell's doing a great job this round. I think Harshman needs to stop trying to cover, and she just needs to kick her away, create space, and get back up. Because what she's doing and trying to be technical with her defense, she's just taking a beating at this point.
Without a doubt. And Greenwell throwing elbow after elbow. Harshman has to do something, Cub, to get out of this spot. Needs to escape and somehow get back up on her feet.
Yeah, she's just kind of maintaining position, and that's not doing her any justice. I think Greenwell's experience is really showing at this point. She's got more pro fights and more amateur fights, and it's showing right now.
Yeah, taking her time, very patient. Operating from the side now, but continues to go to a bread and butter. More elbows coming down. Greenwell pounds her way to another victory. Impressive bounce back win tonight for Cara Greenwell. Gets her second victory inside the LFA octagon, her third overall, and was able to overcome that tough first round cup that Jaida Harshman took it to her, but Cara Greenwell able to survive and just really dominate that second round. And a good stoppage by our referee because Jaida Harshman is still down on the canvas. I mean, don't have the stats, but I mean, Cara Greenwell had to land 50 elbows.
Yeah, that was very impressive. And to hit with the inside of the elbow like that, that actually hurts. There's a nerve in there. I learned from experience. But she was very accurate with it. She was steady on it, and I'm just impressed with her composure.
There's the elbow from the stand-up. Two
elbows.
Beautiful through the defense. And then it was Harshman coming back with the takedown.
But she wrapped the neck and was able to stand up. Oh, that's the punch right in the eye.
Absolutely, and that's where you said that she was hurt.
Yeah, I think usually at that point, that's when she's not really thinking about winning anymore and she's trying to survive. And that's a very important change of tide in a fight when somebody just is trying to survive at that point.
Well, Cara Greenwell, the 27-year-old from Oklahoma, gets another victory. She improves to 3-2. Bounce back win for her. And, you know, I think you hit it when you said that her experience really came into play into this fight. You know, Jaida Harshman just beginning her career, came in 1-0, a successful pro debut that lasted only 37 seconds. And Cara Greenwell was able to survive that first round and then really implement her game plan in the second.
Yeah, she looked outgunned on the feet and on the ground, and then she just kind of stayed true, stayed composed, and then came back strong and really whooped her in the second round. So I'm very impressed with her.
No doubt about it. Whooped her is well said. And you mentioned the extensive amateur career. She went 11-5 as an amateur with 1 knockout, 6 submissions. She won 3 titles as an amateur too. And that experience was on display tonight.
Yeah, it shows somebody that just loves to fight.
Started training originally with her big brother. Unfortunately, he has since passed away. And man, good to see Jaida Harshman up on the stool, but she looks to be in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it's difficult to see fighters, you know, sometimes they give it everything, and it's good to see she's okay. I'm sure she's just extremely tired, and she's going to have quite a bit of a headache from those elbows, but she doesn't look to be too bad.
Let's hope and not. You know, Harshman, though, we're talking about the amateur experience for Greenwell. She did have 9 amateur fights, won a title here in Wisconsin. She had won 3 straight coming into this, including her amateur career. But she ran into a buzzsaw tonight from Cara Greenwell and her Thunder Muay Thai teammates. Started training there just 6 months ago. She brought the thunder tonight.
Definitely did.
Jaida Harshman still being looked at by the ringside physician here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Cutman Dale Arbuckle in there too.
Yeah, I think she'll be able to learn from this. You know, she came out and gave it everything she had, and I think she hit a little bit of a wall, and then had to deal with with Greenwell coming back. And there she's walking around, nice.
Yeah, great sign of respect from the fans here. Cutman, Dale Arbuckle doing his thing, and I think that's a good call. They're going to take Jaida Harshman backstage into the locker room to get checked out. Let's make this one official. A huge win for Cara Greenwell. Here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Tom DeVellis, called a stop to this fight. 4 minutes, 18 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Cara Greenwell.
A most impressive bounce back victory tonight for Cara Greenwell. Gets her second win inside the LFA octagon. Her third overall Cub improves to 3-2.
Yeah, very impressive by her. I'm sure the 2 losses are stinging, but she's bouncing back. She's in the winner's circle, and I can see her doing big things.
Well, that's going to do it for the LFA 237 preliminary bout, streaming live here on Spectation Sports. Check out Spectation Sports online or in the App Store and sign up today. The next stream here on Spectation will be next Friday, July 31st. We will be making the trek to South America and Brasilia, Brazil for LFA 238 Distrito number 1. That will be next week's. Make sure you are following the LFA on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting. There is the matchup. Tilio and Sosa are in the main event, a key bantamweight matchup next Friday going down in Brasilia, Brazil. Follow the LFA on all social media platforms for card updates, new episodes of Inside LFA, and fighter profiles at LFA Fighting. Get over to Vice TV for the main LFA 237 card coming up at the top of the hour. For my broadcast partners, the UFC Hall of Famer Cub Swanson, the voice of the LFA Octagon, Mike Kendall, and a cast of thousands, I'm Ron Kruk, and that is all.
On July 24th, the LFA touches down in La Crosse, Wisconsin, when rising contenders will look to make a statement. 9-1 bantamweight standout Maxim Lee aims to find another brutal finish in his first LFA main event.
And a vicious knockout win for Maxim Lee.
Also on the card, Keegan Geinrich prepares for battle and looks to make it 3 in a row on his climb to title contention.
Walk-off submission win.
I just want to keep fighting the best there is, keep lining them up, and I'm going to show up to fight anyone in this division. So.
Plus, see the return of undefeated sensation, James Martin.
Here's the tell. His 9th career submission victory.
It all goes down July 24th at LFA 237.